Hello, am I audible?
Yes, Anish, you're audible.
Yes. Perfect. Hello, guys. My name is Anish, and just a little bit about myself. I work with DTS Solutions, and I'm a security analyst here. My domains are AppSec, Android application security assessment, network assessment, and OT infrastructure assessment once in a while.
Anish, Anish, can you make it full screen?
Yeah, yeah, sure. Uh, Second. Yeah, is it clear now?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So that's a little bit about myself. Uh, so today's topic that I'll be presenting is dynamic analysis of Android applications using a tool called House, which is developed by the NCC group in the UK. So as an Android pen tester, there are a lot of challenges that I face on a day-to-day basis when I'm given Android applications to pen test. Some of them are the ones listed over here. As most of you who do Android application assessment know that Android, an unrooted Android device, especially the new ones, are pretty good on a security architecture level. Uh, so unless and until the owner of the phone has a very old version of Android, or let's say, or he has rooted his phone, or somebody's given him a rooted phone. Other than that, installing an application in that does not will not cause a huge number of security challenges in terms of leakage or whatsoever. Yes, there are challenges. I'm not saying there are not, but again, Android as a stock Android is pretty secure. Google has what do you say, made sure of that. So when it comes to Android application assessment, what I feel, what I face is, let's say the application has root detection capabilities, and I'm not able to run the application. How am I going to then assess the application? And assuming the application does not have a web component, I will not be able to see the requests. If there is SSL pinning also implemented, then I will not be able to pass the request through burp. And this leads to a lot of security issues, because if there are bypasses that come up in the future, let's say I do an assessment today and I say that I cannot bypass your SSL pinning and your root detection, and then I give it back to the client, and then they go ahead with the production version, and then they publish the application on the app store, and somebody somewhere brings out a new SSL pinning bypass. So what is going to happen is a lot of vulnerabilities like IDOR, SQL injection, stuff like this are going to happen, and then that's going to be a very bad case for the developer. So, so as a list, the phases that I challenge are bypassing root detection, SSL pinning implementation, sometimes both of the other together when I'm not able to bypass, apps crashing after these two bypass techniques have been used. Another one is encrypted parameters. So even, let's say you've bypassed root detection and SSL pinning, but then in the post body, you see that all the requests are going and are encrypted or hashed by the application itself. So these are the challenges that I face on a daily basis. So I'll just give a brief about what root detection and SSL pinning are. So basically, in root detection, the application checks whether the device is rooted or not, and if the device is rooted, then the application will not run. That is what root detection is. So how does it do it? It can do it by checking for specific packages like su, sudo, stuff like this, or it can also do it by checking if the user has installed specific packages like SuperSU or Expose Framework or Root Cloak APKs and stuff like that. So this is a basics about root detection. Now let's go to SSL pinning. So SSL pinning uh, is basically when developers pin the certificate, pin the public key certificate into their Android application. And there are multiple ways of implementing this. There's one called Trust Manager, OKHTTP, which is a library, makes it much more simpler. And there's one that is pretty new from API 25 and upwards. It's called Network Security Configuration. So if you want to know more about SL pinning, especially developers, please, I would advise you to go to this link over here, Netcore. It's a really good resource on understanding how developers implement certificate pinning. Now, what happens when SSL pinning is not implemented? So usually, what developers do is in the URL, in the URL, just give something instead of giving HTTP, they give HTTPS. So when this happens, what happens is the application will accept any certificate that is being provided. So if there is a man-in-the-middle attack, as you can see in the picture on the screen, if there's a man-in-the-middle attack, the application will trust the certificate provided by the attacker, and everything in between will be in clear text, including a username, passwords, and everything. I'm sure everybody knows this. So, and also brief on the bypass techniques that I use, and probably many of the others who are attending this conference use. This is just a brief. So there are FRIDA scripts. There have been a number of talks on FRIDA in the past, especially from null members, which is really informative. Then objection also uses FRIDA. So the way that you can bypass SSL pinning and even anti-root detection is you can do it using objection. Basically, give objection -g, the package name, and explore. And then once it starts, just type in Android SSL pinning disable, and then you find it disabled. Or the other way to do it is you have to decompile the APK into the small e code, and then find the exact place where root detection is performed. Patch it. Maybe you'll have to remove the SU or whatever that is it is checking for. That's one way to do it. So, anyways, you have to patch it and then recompile the APK again. That's another way to do it. If there are any more techniques, please do put in the chat. I'd like to know. So let's talk FRIDA. So researchers, so how FRIDA works is researchers basically write FRIDA scripts, and then they run them. So there's one way that FRIDA has simplified this by giving the -- code share option. What you can do is what FRIDA basically does is it pulls the scripts from the FRIDA repository, and then it runs the script. So you can find multiple SSL pinning bypass scripts on the FRIDA repository. So this is a blog from McAfee. I think it's McAfee Foundstone Services. Anyways, yeah. So over here, as you can see, even in their in their coach, in their, what do you call this? In their knowledge base, McAfee themselves are saying that this is one of the techniques that their researchers use, which is the -- code share option. So why am I even talking a lot about FRIDA and FRIDA scripts? Because everybody knows that FRIDA is a very useful tool, but the problem with it is it's got a very steep learning curve. In order to write FRIDA scripts, not many people know how to write FRIDA scripts. That is why that's the whole point why this -- code share option is there, because there are people who write FRIDA scripts and there are people who use their FRIDA scripts. So so not many people are there who write FRIDA scripts right now. They just use other people's FRIDA scripts. And again, if it's tough, then some people just let it go. So that's where House comes in. So House is a tool developed by the MCC group, as I said before. It's basically a mobile analysis platform that's built on FRIDA. And then it simplifies the testing process, because what you can do with House is you can basically we do an enumeration of the classes, the enumeration of methods of, let's say you open an activity on a particular page. You can enumerate the classes that have been opened. You can enumerate the methods, and there are multiple other things. Even I haven't completely made use of House. I use this basically for class enumeration and method enumeration, and these two have worked wonders for me. And shared preferences enumeration. These three things have worked wonders for me. So it has helped me for so these are the cases where it has helped me. Let's say you're not able to bypass. See, you have to bypass root detection because you have to install the application on your Android device. But after you bypass root detection, you install the application, and you find SSL pinning is there. For some reason, you're unable to bypass SSL pinning. That is where this has helped me a lot. And when the application is sending encrypted data over the network. Yeah, these two cases. It basically helps me to peek into the application, as I said before. Shared preferences is another thing that where developers store sensitive information that can be easily seen while using house. So one particular scenario that I can think right now that where it has helped me was I was given the task of pen testing this Android application that is by I cannot give the name of the company, but it is basically a streaming application wherein you have movies and you can watch OSN or whatever other content on it, live content on it. So there was SSL pinning implemented, and for some reason I wasn't able to bypass SSL pinning for this particular application. So that's when I started dumping the shared preferences, and in the shared preferences, what I found is I found the direct link to the M3U8 streamer link. I just had to take this particular link and then give it to an M3U8 streamer online, and I was able to stream the live TV content. I was also able to get the movies directly. So, for example, this is one place where they were serving this particular How to Train Your Dragon movie over there. And then once I get the link, I can just directly paste on my browser and then watch the movie for free. And another place is encryption, hashing of data. So many times what you see is data that is sent via the post request is hashed or encrypted. But then when you dump the shared preferences, or you see basically the arguments over here, you can find them in clear text. So I'll just give you a short demonstration. Let me see if I can give you a short demonstration of this on how you can use it. Or I have a video as well. Okay. Okay. Oh, shit. So this is the house application. And once you start, all you have to do is select the device. And then just run the application Python 3 and app.py. That's it. So this is how you run a house. And you also have to check whether Frida is working. Yeah. Now let me see if I can run my Kali. So I've selected my device, and you have, and then this is the application that I'm using, Insecure Bank application. It's available on GitHub for anybody who wants to test. So this has already been loaded. Now let's look at enumeration techniques, right? So let's say that you want to know what all classes have been loaded when you open an application. All you have to do is open the application, press load script, and that's it. And okay, let me just try showing it to you. So load script. So this is what I do. Okay, why is it taking time? Okay, this is what happens if you go for a demo. It's fine. Okay, so it's actually supposed to give a list of classes, but I think I'll have to restart. Do we have time?
Yes, Aneesh, we have till 1:30.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. This is supposed to work. It just I have. Okay, let me see what I can do.
No worries.
Select this. Okay, perfect. Okay, perfect. So as you can see over here, these are all the classes that have been loaded at this particular point of time, right? So and it dumps everything from your from the classes used by the native Android classes to the classes of your app of the application that you want to test. So what I usually do is I just copy the entire thing. I use nano and then lol.txt, paste the whole thing over here. Okay, that's strange. Okay, everything's here anyway. And then you take your application's name, the package name basically. So you can see that these are all the classes that have been loaded right now when the application was open, right? So let's say you want to see what all methods have been used. So let's see what all methods have been used in this post login class, right? Go here, enumeration, classes loaded. Oh, sorry, methods loaded. Sorry, what all methods? Yeah, you paste it over here, generate the script, load the script. See, so now you can see all the methods that have been that are used by this particular class when it was loaded. So in this probably you can see, as you can see, there's change password. There are a lot of different things. There's even a view statement. So in a situation where let's say SSL pinning is not working, so what you can do is just copy this entire thing over here, right? Go to intercept. So this is like you can use it like burp in case you know SSL pinning is implemented. Paste it over here. So this is your class, and this is your method. And then we inspect. See, you click over here, and House automatically generates the scripts for you. You load the script, and okay, hopefully this works. See, I just clicked on view statement on the application, on the Android application, and then there was a message sent. This is just a dummy application, but you have the option of forwarding the request, and you have to forward the request pretty fast, or else the application will crash. You can make changes over here. So let's say the application was sending in user ID parameters of, let's say, user number 2345, and you wanted to check for IDOR. You can easily change the user ID parameters or whatever it is over here, right? And then forward the request, and then the application opens right now. So like this, there are a lot of uses for House. especially in terms of hooking. I haven't used hooking till now, but yes, many of you can use hooking if it's important to you. And always remember to detach the script every time you finish using it, or else the application is going to make issues for you. So yeah, that was house enumeration, method enumeration, and hooking. Setting up house, yeah, you guys can house is available on GitHub. Yeah, it's that easy. That's it. Any questions? Hello.
Yeah, there are some questions in the chat.
Okay. Can you use Tai Chi module and Magisk along with SSL unpinning? Is that a question? I don't understand. I've never heard of the Tai Chi module. Okay, for SSL pinning. Okay, perfect. Yeah, thank you. Yep. Okay, Tai Chi can be used instead of expose. Okay. Yeah, probably. I'll have to check on that. Any other questions?
Yeah, hi Anish, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, so just a question from my side.
Yeah.
So we use sometimes some scripts in Frida and then like to do SSL pinning bypass and root bypass, etc. But
Yeah.
don't work sometimes. So you do you mean that with house it will start working, or is house using hooking all the time?
Houses using hooking all the time. So for this application, let me see if I can show it to you. I saw it. Maybe it is okay. Login. Let's see the login activity. Yeah, let's see the login activity. Let's see. Go here. Intercept. Detach. Okay, this has failed for some reason. Okay. Anyways, yes, you can use it for to. I mean, you can use it to bypass root detection because but the problem is you'll have to go through each and every class and each and every method to see where it has been implemented, and then you can use this particular intercept function because what it will be doing is it will be checking for SU or something of that sort, right? And then let's say return one if found or something like that. So you can intercept those requests over here and then change it to 0 probably, something like that. So yes, you can use this to bypass root detection. Sorry.
In normal sense, it is helping you do the code analysis without decompiling, right?
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, but again, you have to modify the code and change the logic through intercept method.
No, you don't have to. I did not modify the code anywhere for this application. You don't have to modify the code anywhere.
I mean,
All you have to do is,
modify the logic using intercept, right?
sorry.
You have to modify the logic using intercept.
Yes, yeah, you have to modify the logic. Yes, you don't have to decompile the app
Yeah, okay. Without decompiling, you can modify on the fly.
on the fly.
Okay, got it.
But again, I'll have to warn you that because it is hooking, you'll have to do it pretty fast, or the application will. It's not like Burp wherein the application already send the request and you're catching the request over the network, right? So then once the application takes a little long, or you've kept it away for some time, or you're taking time, the application will fail, will hang, or it will just close because Android does that automatically. So yeah, you have to be fast.
Thank you.